I was just like, absolutely not. But when I seen them on Temu for like $6, I was like, you know what? That might be cute.
Style. Style is the answer to everything.
All right, my babies. So this is basically what I've came up with so far. So this was supposed to be like an avatar, but at this point, I feel like I look like Tony the Tiger. Um, on this side. So hey, it is what it is. I guess I'm a tiger. I'm Tina the tiger over here, and I'm a cougar on this side. Like I don't freaking know. I'm just having fun messing in my makeup, as you guys know I do frequently. So it is what it is. But at the same time, I am also looking into like basically doing a deep dive into the whole situation with Rocky Bad and Cuban Doll. And apparently they got her set up, thrown in the cage, beat up, and like a bunch of crazy stuff. And if I'm not mistaken, like I said in my previous video, if you haven't watched it yet, go watch where I started this makeup look. I remember hearing something about this back in the day, but girl never really said nothing about it. This the first time I'm hearing her actually confirm that it really happened, even. So I'm like, wow, this is crazy. But anyways, while I watch this second video about the whole situation, I'm about to finish this look because even though I got a lot going on, I still feel like I don't have enough going on. Like I gotta put some more little finishing touches in here. I don't really know what, but something gotta happen because I just feel like it's unfinished. So, and then I need to do some like TikTok content, whatever. So we're gonna get into this video. First of all, let me share my screen. Then let me so he done already kinda set this up or whatever. Y'all know me, I'm quick to go into a video. Um, I'm quick to go into the videos while they already done started. So they would just rewind a little bit, and then
Actually
Imma start.
resurfaced the last couple weeks, a story that shocked the city of Detroit, man. That involved a popular female rapper who would almost lose her life in this situation, man, all over hate, jealousy, and a manager that would lead her right into the snake pit, unprepared and unaware of the brutal events that would take place, right? So sit back, get comfortable, like I said, man, hit that like button, and let's get into the story of Rocky Bad.
Nah, how the fuck a bitch gon' mimic then flex? Claim she up next, talk to shoot 'em up, bang, but ain't did shit yet.
Now, around 2016, 2017, you would have a rise of female gangster rappers that would set fire to the streets, right? You had Rocky Bad, Molly Brazy, Stunner Girl, Cuban Doll, Asian Doll, just to name a few, right? Now, this story begins with Rocky Bad, right? She had officially came out around that time, around 2015, 2016, and had set Detroit on fire, man. Because around this time, we was in the thick, bro. We was in the thick of the drill scene, right? You had dudes Chino, Bro Kane, Ye Jordan, you know what I'm saying? Man, a lot of them dudes that had the gangster rap, the gangster rap scene on lock. So when Rocky Bad came out talking that rough street shit, it would take off because we had no females really doing it, right? Who could actually rap. She could actually rap, man. She was different, right? She had the looks, you feel what I'm saying? The talent, the charisma, and the personality, bro. You feel what I'm saying? A perfect formula for success in this industry. Now, don't get it twisted. We had Cash Doll, you know what I'm saying? But she a little bit older, you know what I'm saying? And she wasn't like Rocky Bad. Rocky Bad was that authentic, street, raw Detroit female. You know what I'm saying? Like she was the perfect image for that, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, and then like I said, she had
I totally agree with him on that. with everything he just said. As far as like, yeah, we had Cash Doll, but Cash Doll wasn't really street for real. Like Cash Doll was rapping for the females that was like, and this is no shade to her, but she was more so rapping for females that was in the clubs. Rocky Bad was rapping for the street. Like, she put you, and that's why they mentioned her with the ones that they mentioned her with, because she was more street. I'm gonna just put it like that. I agree with him on that.
The lyrical ability, right? Like she reminded you, she had the lyrics of like Remy Ma, the old, you know what I'm saying, Lil Kim. She wasn't just on there like, you know what I'm saying, just kind of just saying any and everything, bro. She actually had the talent, bro, to get on the track with high performing artists and hold her own.
What she do is talk shit, so I can't even let her. You get a pussy to a lane, now you mad about it. You been fucked the snitch, nigga, ain't no way she bought it. Stun a pussy, got a ticket, you can pay her.
She wasn't jumping on the track. Bad bitch, hair done, nails done, popping pussy on the handstand, all of that. She wasn't doing none of that, bro. She was coming on that bitch with bars. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling y'all, bro, if you're not hit, bro, go tap into Rocky Bad, bro. Like she was different back then. I'm telling you. And she's still dropping today, even after everything that happened. She's still dropping today, getting 100,000 views, 80,000 views, still getting booked, still doing videos, bro. She's still on her shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? But let's move on, right? Because when she first came into the game and started getting into the music, she would first be connected to Iced Up Records, but would never sign. You know what I'm saying? And I think eventually after that, she would really lock in with Hip Hop Lab, you know, Lando Bando, and go up under his label and management. Now, around this time, you would have another female rapper to pop up on the scene by the name of Molly Brazy, right? Who would come with the same gangster, tough girl, street persona, and would catch fire doing songs with, you know, Band Gang, Rocaine, you know what I'm saying? All them dudes. And this would catapult her career, right? Not to mention, she was only like 16, 17 at the time. Now, eventually, right, her and Rocky Bad would get into it over the name Molly B, because Rocky felt like Molly was copying her whole image and name type, you know, Molly B, Rocky B, you know. This would lead to them, you know, sneak dissing each other online and in the music. But Rocky Bad wouldn't take it serious because she was like 21, 22 around this time, and Molly was a teenager, bro.
Fast bitches, like Molly is cool in my book. Like I don't care about that shit. Like I told y'all, it was no real beef with me and that girl. That was me and her management, but I had to go through her because niggas had me fucked up. You feel me?
Been Rocky beef for a minute now. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I would have just did something a little bit different to make my own name. You know what I'm saying? Because now, don't get me wrong, her following is bigger than mine now. You know what I'm saying? But you got them people who don't know who Rocky is, and it's like when they figure out who I am, it's like, oh, Rocky trying to be like Molly, but that was never the case, you know.
Now, like I said, Molly was doing a lot of features. You feel me? She had a lot of people behind her, so she was gaining traction and popularity quick. So she would link up with Dallas female rapper Cuban Doll, and they would become cool and start doing music. And this would lead to basically Cuban Doll clout chasing and picking up Molly Brazy beef. You know what I'm saying? And her and Rocky Bad would start going back and forth, bro. But Rocky from the trenches for real. You know what I'm saying? Cuban not from the trenches, bro. I think she like her mom like white or something, bro. She not from the trenches. She from like out in Dallas suburbs. Some shit like that, bro. Rocky really from the streets, bro. And if you hip, you know. She grew up whooping on shit. She grew up scrapping. You know what I'm saying? So Cuban underestimating her. End up jumping online with a couple females. Asian Doll was with her. You know, she was trying to troll and would drop her location. Now, at this time, Rocky and her friends was out sliding around and would pull up to the studio they were at, or wherever the fuck they was at. I think they was at a studio. And they would end up putting hands. I can't say that because Rocky Bad said it was one-on-one. She would end up putting hands and feet on Cuban Doll while Asian Doll sat there and watched.
That's how. Asian Doll didn't even jump in. She stood. Hold on. It was a one-on-one. So even if she had to jump in, one of my men was gonna jump in, play like I'm hating on her, or win by default. When you popping off and I've been in your city and I'm coming in and and then you posting your location. I get in fights all the time. This is not no first fight. I don't have to make a diss song. I will never say anything else about.
Now, this is where it gets serious because somebody has been touched. You feel what I'm saying? Not to mention, Rocky Bad had dropped that Molly Brazy diss, that Vindictive. Then she dropped that diss, Killing Cuban Doll, bro. She went crazy on her, call it Rag Doll. Bro, it was up in the air, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I guess Cuban Doll would stop hanging around Asian Doll and the other girls who let her get whooped on, and she would start fucking with Stunner Girl, right? Stunner Girl, a little evil blood gang female rapper from Sacramento, right? Stunner Girl kept a bunch of bloods around her at all times. You know what I'm saying? It was known to be a little criminal, bro, a little savage, little snake. You feel me? Allegedly. I don't know her personally. It's just the rumors, right? And Cuban wanted that safety and that image, I guess, right? Allegedly. Now, after being around Stunner Girl, she would allegedly tell Stunner Girl about the beef she had with Rocky Bad. You know what I'm saying? And they would basically, I guess, set the play up, man. And like I said, Stunner Girl was locked in with a lot of the gang members up there in Cali and all around in California. So, you know, I guess they would set up the play like, all right, we're going to call her up here for a show. It ain't going to really be a show. You know what I'm saying? And then that's how we can get her, right? So I'm guessing they would book her for a fake show, right? I guess Lando being her manager at this time, and a lot of people blame Lando, right? I guess he didn't do his due diligence, right? He didn't do his due diligence. He didn't have security. He didn't have a pole on him. He didn't have nothing, bro. They went out there willy-nilly, unaware, like I said, unprepared, right? And when they got there, right, you can see in the video, you can see a Stunner Girl, right? And you can see another girl with like a hoodie on or something like that. I think that may have been Cuban Doll, allegedly, right? And you would see them instantly start attacking Rocky Bad as soon as she got in there, right? And Lando was trying to protect her, right? I give him that, bro. Lando was definitely there. He was in front of her trying to protect her, but what he gonna do when dudes get the up in pipes and smacking him upside his head, jumping on him? He outnumbered. It's only what, 3 of them maybe, right? And it's about 5, 6, 7, you know what I'm saying, blood dudes and females, you know what I'm saying? Like it was a bad situation, bro. Like they walked right into the lion's den, literally.
What happened was, like, you know, after the fight or whatever, she was able to walk and run away and all this stuff. But she had already had a problem because she drank a lot. She drink a lot. She drink Patron every day, y'all. Everybody know, anybody who know her personally know that she drinks. So she was already having like problems. And they just found that out, like that she had like kidney failure or liver failure. She had like kidney or liver failure, so they had to cut her stomach open and go remove some shit. But that's her problem. That's because she drinks. Later, Rocky took to social media and claimed that her stomach was cut open in the hospital because she was having stomach pains and the doctors had to cut open her stomach to see what was wrong. And I come from me being stabbed when my stomach was hurting very, very bad. So multiple tests on my stomach and said they couldn't see nothing. There was nothing wrong. I knew something was wrong. So they asked me, what did I want to do? The only other option I had was to get an incision down my stomach or to do nothing. Because there's nothing else they could do. So they said, we can make an incision on your stomach and see what's going on. But if there's nothing going on, we just cut your stomach open for nothing. But I knew it was something wrong. So I gave them permission to cut my stomach open. When they cut my stomach open, they seen that all my organs in my stomach was bruised. I had a laceration, which is a cut on my liver, and one of my intestines was tore. And the words that came out of their mouth was, that's how we know men were involved. Because there is no way you can have all this damage done. The scar on my stomach and the amount of time that you was in this building, because it was proof of how long I was in the building. I was only fighting for 5 minutes. There is no way possible females could do what the they did to my stomach in that short amount of time. And the amount of time that you was in this building, because it was.
You can almost see Lando get snatched up and knocked up outside his head. Another dude got the pipe pulled on him. He got down. Hey, bald head dude. They done put big, look like 357 to his tater tot, about to blow his shit all over that cage. Like, man, it was crazy in there, bro. Like, it was crazy in there. And then, you know, Rocky Bad was explaining, like, nigga, it wasn't even them. It wasn't Cuban Doll or stun a girl that actually did all of the damage. You get what I'm saying? Put her in a cage and did all of that, bro. Because you got to think about this, right? I be watching baddies. Cuban doll, little Michael Jackson looking ass can't fight. You know what I'm saying? She can't fight, bro. Stun a girl, she cannot fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I watched this shit. They can't fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way they could have did that to Rocky Bad. You know what I'm saying? She would even say, like, man, I was whipping on both of them. That's why the dudes jumped in. You know what I'm saying? That's why the dudes had to jump in. And you can see one of the dudes, you know what I'm saying, kind of jumping in as they going back outside the door. Like, pay attention to the whole thing. And that's why she ended up, you know what I'm saying, having to get her stomach, you know, the surgery and stuff, because, you know, dudes punching her, kicking her, and it messed up some of her internal organs, bro. You heard what I'm saying? It wasn't from no females. Them females ain't strong enough to be doing it, messing up your liver, and you get what I'm saying? Rupturing spleens and all of that type of shit, bro. Ain't no female strong enough to be doing that, bro. Unless she got jumped by Clarissa Shields and her, you know what I'm saying, or some shit like that. But other than that, ain't no average female walking around about to be damaging your organs and they punch you in the stomach and kick. You know what I'm saying? It ain't happening, bro. Now, anyway, according to her, you know what I'm saying, they would jump her. She would be getting down on them, so the dudes would jump in. They'd beat her, and then, you know, make her get in the cage where they would take the pictures. You feel what I'm saying? And Rocky Bad would end up, you know what I'm saying, going to the hospital, going through surgery. They ended up beating Lando, man, until no ending. They turned him every which way but loose, bro. Like, if y'all see that picture of Lando, bro, they turn him every which way but loose, bro. Hands, feet, knees, and elbows, bro. Like, they did Brody wrong. And we know Lando ain't about to hurt a fly, bro. You know what I'm saying? Lando he just liked the rap music. He liked the rappers. He might, you know what I'm saying, bike ride a little bit, dick ride a little bit the rappers, but he didn't mean no harm. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of feel bad when they did that to Lando. Like, and then you had a lot of people blaming Lando, like, oh, you could have did this, you would have did that, you should have, you know, whoop, whoop. And, you know, a lot of people was right, bro. He should have did his due diligence. He should have went out there with more people. He should have went out there with some security, maybe with a firearm or something. Maybe he could have shot his way up out of there. Like, he just, you know, he went out there, man, bare ass, bro. And I'm guessing he wasn't hip to the fact that Rocky Bad had problems with Stunner Girl and Cuban Doll and all of that. He might not have been hip to shit, the connection Stunner Girl got, bro. You know what I'm saying? She affiliated, bro. So, you know, they could pull all type of little janky setup moves out there in Cali, man. If you ain't hip and moving right. So, yeah, man. But I think this whole situation definitely made Lando move right, made him tighten up, because shit, he could have lost his life. Because the way they did him, man, he could have easily checked. You know what I'm saying? They could have definitely took Lando out this shit, bro. Like, man, on behalf of some
Oh my goodness. They tried to kill that man. Cause at first I was like, was he in on it? Cause like, how could he be that dumb? But ooh, it looked like they tried to kill him.
on behalf of some garbage shit, bro. Not being aware, bro. Not being prepared. You feel me? Especially when you're moving out there in Cali, bro. You feel me? You gotta be prepared. You get what I'm saying? Like, this whole situation was messed up, bro. And I feel like it kind of took Rocky B out of her glory a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, she's still dropping music. She's still doing.
It definitely slowed her down. Like they was definitely hating on her because she definitely can rap. Just like he said earlier in the video, she's one of the best ones lyrically. She is up there with Remy Ma, Kim, Trina, better than Trina. And I love Trina. But Rocky Bad got bars, and I feel like them chicks was hating on her because she moved by herself. Like she said, she let her bars speak for herself. She don't have to run in packs and do all that extra shit. You know what I'm saying? She was annihilating them hoes on wax in the studio, and they had to set her up like that. Tried to take her out of here, man. I promise you, these hoes better be done got locked up for this, cause I understand like he was saying Rocky is from the streets, and she probably was like, I ain't no snitch or whatever, but come on. Like, if you ain't gonna go and put hands and feet on them and take it to the streets for real and get back in the streets, they need to go to jail because they shouldn't feel like they could get away with that, man. Ain't no way.
Her thing, but she had to take a lot of time off. You feel what I'm saying? Going through trials and tribulations, getting back better. You feel what I'm saying? But it eventually take a toll on her career, bro. And I feel like she definitely was one of them ones, bro. Still one of them ones. Still got the talent, still dropping, like I say, bro. But man, this.
But they for sure cock blocked as far as her career. And I know what that's like. I need to do a story time on how that happened to me in the author community on Facebook. But that's another story for another time.
This situation was crazy. And it's only being resurfaced because of the situation that recently happened with JR, right? That's what I think. Like, why is this all being surfaced? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was some type of strike on, some type of smudge on Detroit name or something like that, when it wasn't. Like, it took 5, 6, 7, 8 dudes, you know what I'm saying, to set up.
And you know what? That made perfect sense. Cause I'm like, why is they talking about this now? Like, why did this video surface now? Which I still haven't seen the video. I gotta go find it. But why is this video surfacing now? And it makes perfect sense because this JR dude and him going to jail for what happened to him, all of that's in the news right now. So it makes sense. And so that's why I wonder if these chicks got, and then with what happened to Gucci, this stuff be happening in the industry. That's why when they be like, being a rapper is one of the most dangerous careers right now, they not lying. That's crazy.
The female, pull guns, beat her, and all this shit. Like, that ain't no gangster shit. That ain't no smudge on Detroit. That ain't no smudge on the Midwest. No smudge on Michigan at all. You feel what I'm saying? Like, y'all acting like, Cuban Doll and Stunner Girl just, you know what I'm saying, handled their business, just them two, and they did they due diligence. Nah, man, that was a foul setup, bro. And men had to get involved in that shit. And damn near took her life, bro. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to be honest, during that time, right, all of them females wanted to be from Detroit. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't trying to be from Chicago. They weren't trying to be from Texas. They weren't trying to be Atlanta. Cuban Doll, Asian, all of them girls, they was on some Detroit rap flow shit, bro. A lot of people didn't know if Cuban Doll was from Detroit or wherever the fuck she was from. You know what I'm saying? Like, they always ride in that Detroit wave, bro. That's a fact. But yeah, man, this whole situation.
You not lying. That's why all them hoes wanted to be dolls, just like Cash Doll said. They all wanted to be dolls. And they probably will never try to admit it, but if that was some Detroit stuff, if nothing, come on now. Cash Doll was the first doll. And what they fail to realize is she was stripping. Like, come on now.
Was crazy, bro. And I feel like, man, shit, man. None of them should be allowed in the Midwest, nowhere, pulling that janky ass shit. Cuban Doll, Stunner Girl, man, now one of them, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Cause that shit right there was foul, bro. That was foul, man. But luckily, ain't nobody lose their life. Rocky Bad still prospering, still prevailing, mentally and spiritually, right? Because she on her spiritual shit now. She speak a lot on that energies and everything, bro. So she definitely done tapped into the knowledge, and that's a gift in itself. You know what I'm saying? What Ross say, ancient wisdom, valuable like gifts of gold. You know, but y'all get in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this whole situation, man. But yeah, man, this shit was crazy, bro. Definitely make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel as well, bro. Y'all be slacking, man. But anyway, it's Midwest Rumors. I'm out.
You hear nothing I'm saying. So that whole part is gonna be X'd out. What I was saying is, this is it. Don't really know if I like this hair with it, but I did not even feel like getting up and getting another wig to put on. So I won't be. I'm so glad our daughter don't smoke. The smell of smoke. And so her lips will keep their cute little pink tint. Okay, I got that off, but here's the thing, right? I don't have no brown liner. The closest thing I got to a brown liner is this, which is my freaking contour. And I feel like it's going to bleed. Like, it's not gonna stay where I want it, but let's just see what's gonna happen. Let's just try it. Oh, I forgot too. This don't even have the most in it, honestly. That other pink. I don't want them to mix because that's just not gonna dry well. This is about to be empty. I need to really go to Ulta Beauty. Cause now I'm spoiled. These is like the only lip colors that I want. The only place I know for a fact I can get them is Ulta. I mean, that kind of worked. This side over here is just fucked at this point. The color, I just don't see it doing right. But whatever. At this point, that's all I can do. I gotta find that mirror. One of the reasons why I like it. I just gotta keep playing with it. Oh, y'all, I totally forgot I'm supposed to be talking to y'all and not my damn self. Okay, so this is one of those Temu wigs. Shout out to my girl. Her name Bella. I think her name Bella. I'm gonna find her information and put it in this video's description box. But shout out to her because she the first one who I saw doing like the Temu wig hauls or whatever. And I don't know why I ain't been doing it. Like, I feel like the wigs on Amazon cost too much. And you don't even really know what you gonna get. You know what I'm saying? But these Temu wigs be like $10. Even though I have seen her find some $10, $20 wigs on Amazon too. But I don't know why I just never trusted them. And I feel like it's some of these same wigs that I've shown y'all that I recently bought off Temu. I seen on Amazon, and I forgot one of them sites. I can't say Temu, but I've seen the same wigs on Amazon. It was just like, absolutely not. But when I seen them on Temu for like $6, I was like, you know what? That might be cute. I'm not even lying, bro. But this is actually cute. Like, y'all, I feel like this took forever. And I still don't feel done. Like, I really feel like I still got more that I would like to do to this. But at this point, I'm tired of it. Like, I'm tired of messing with it. My nose about to start running. Y'all know how I get. My allergies start messing with me when I start messing with my makeup, which is terrible, but the devil is a lie. I'm still gonna do it. So this is it. This is the look. This is half Jenny the Tiger, half Michelle the Cougar. Okay, that's how we gonna do that. This is it. I'm gonna take some pictures or whatever. Make sure I get some content. I'm so mad. It's the same way how when I be at work, when I'm doing people's hair and I forget to get before and after. No different. Okay. Didn't get not one before picture. Um and here I am. So I don't know. I'm gonna try to I don't know. I'll try to figure something out. I'm pretty sure I got a picture of myself barefaced somewhere. Of course, there's not gonna be a whole lot of them for me to choose from. But I might have to get ChatGPT to remove my makeup for me. ChatGPT can do anything. But this is it, y'all. I'm done. I'm not even playing. I'm finna take a couple of pictures, couple videos, and I'm finna go get in the shower and take this off. I have to go to work in the morning. My windows still ain't went up in my car. I'm finna go out there and check one more time before I go to bed. I'm about to try to roll my windows up because, oh God, just the thought of it raining again tonight and my windows not going up is giving me the heebie-jeebies. Not the heebie-jeebies, but something like, I'm just not. I'm super irritated. Just making all that noise for no reason. Okay, I don't want. My bad, y'all. So it's like, which one you want? The tiger or the cougar? Anyway, y'all, I'm done with this. I really appreciate y'all for watching this video. I'm finna edit it, chop it up, slip it, rub it down, get some footage here, and I'm done. I gotta clean up behind myself and get in the shower, get ready for bed. I gotta go to work in the morning, so that's that. It's been real. I love you guys. Make sure you watch Time to Talk It Out because that's about to go up in the morning as well. Been editing it today, and it was a good show last night. So if you've seen the live version already, thanks for watching. And if not, make sure you check out the um if you watched the live version already, thank you. And if not, make sure you check out the edited version that's gonna go up in the morning. Okay? Love you. Bye. Maybe we'll watch. Deuces.